I'm frustrated right now because I wanted to shoot a video today since I'm visiting the city, but I didn't have time to with work, and now I'm scrambling and flustered trying to shoot something. When in actuality, what I really am, my true nature, is perfectly calm and at peace, my pure being, to rest in that, as that. It's also a little bit hard doing this right now in this open space with a lot of people around. It's pretty busy here, but I'm going to try and read off from Rupert Spira's latest article in Substack, where he writes with the title, "The Water in the Wine." Your being is like the water in the wine. Just as wine is water mixed with the taste of grapes, so yourself is pure being mixed with the qualities of experience. To discern pure being behind all experience is the essence of meditation. To remain as that in the midst of experience is the practice of the presence of God. Okay, water in the wine, a new metaphor from Rupert Spira. Maybe I have heard it before, but it's difficult to separate water from wine, especially right now in the midst of all this experience and what I'm trying to do here, which is causing me some anxiety. I'm trying to get this video done in enough time so I can make my flight back home today. That's an experience full of wine, full of flavor, full of taste, full of stuff. And at this point, I just kind of want to rest as the water, to just get a refreshing taste of pure water, and that's it. And kind of just to give up vlogging for the day. But I don't give up because I'm compelled to make these videos from what seems to be a deeper place, as part of a greater non-personal agenda or universal natural forces. According to Abraham Hicks's teachings, this impulse may be from my inner being, guiding me to the reality of what it has already become. And listening to it, going with the flow of it, and not resisting it is what may give me that sense of relief. It's a feeling of alignment when acting in accordance with infinite intelligence as part of a more universal plan. We may all play a part in a very intricate web of experiences that serve a greater purpose and a universal telos. And even if we're all linked in this web and sharing our being, we're extensions of the one reality manifested as the multiplicity of this world. We may all be made of water in Rupert's metaphor, but we're not only that. We're much more. We manifest with tremendous variety and diversity, the flavor of life. Now, sometimes the flavor is bitter and we may want a refreshing sip of water, but can we just take that sip? Is the water of our pure being so readily accessible as Rupert teaches? He writes, whatever you are drinking, tea, coffee, milk, wine, orange juice, you are drinking water, but you may not realize it, because the water is mixed with various flavors. Your being is like the water in the wine. You are always tasting it, always knowing it, but you may not know it because your being is mixed with the flavors of experience, sorrow, agitation, excitement, loneliness, and so on. Like water, your being has no taste. It does not share the qualities of experience, and yet it makes them possible. Your being is colorless, transparent, empty, silent. It lies in the background of all experience. It pervades all experience. It saturates all experience. And yet you overlook it because the various tastes of experience are so enthralling. Exactly. It's very easy to overlook it. And when I'm not overlooking it, it may be in times of deep meditation or rest or sleep or on the relief of getting something that I want and just being at ease. Like right now, I'd feel tremendous relief to just quit doing this, go to the airport and relax. And then at that point, I think I would feel the experience of my true nature, of pure being. And is that the best we can do? to just play this game of life with all of its ups and downs, and to sometimes take a break from it all by resting as pure being. Maybe the best I can do is to just follow my inner being as it compels me toward nature's agenda. And when nature demands too much, when it causes too much distress or suffering, to then either take a broader perspective of the universe at large or a narrower perspective to the core of pure being. In pure being, there's no distress, lack, limitation, or even distinctions between good and bad, this and that. It's an undisturbed, unchanging reality that's the basis of all distinct experiences. It's the possibility of subjective experience, or simply the one subject at rest. It's what we ultimately are before being propelled into thought and action as apparently separate individuals. But we're almost always propelled into thought and action in this way. It seems natural to forget about pure being when engrossed in experience. And I'm not sure what it's like to truly rest as that, as pure being, while in normal thought and action. I'm skeptical of this mindset being so readily available. But to truly discern this, our pure being in the midst of experience, to distinguish the water from the wine, may be the true value of spiritual practice and metaphorical teachings like this. Separating pure being from the content of experience is like separating the water from the wine. Yeah, from what I know, that is hard to do. As the water loses the qualities it borrowed from the grapes, so in meditation or prayer, as you separate your being from the content of experience, your being loses the qualities it borrowed from the experience and stands revealed as pure being, the clear water of being. Having no qualities, it has no limits. Having no limits, it is infinite. And being infinite, it is God's being, the only being there is. And yet, living as human beings, I think we like to be able to drink these flavored beverages. We don't want just pure water. So, we like the variety of these drinks, don't we? And yet, is it as easy as just taking a sip of water to rest in our true nature, in pure being? What you're searching for is yourself, your being. Your being is not something mysterious, hidden, or buried beneath experience. It is the most obvious, intimate, familiar aspect of your experience, if it can be called an experience. Well, I don't really know if it's that obvious to me, at least not right now, not in the midst of this experience. How do we make it more obvious? How does he make it seem like it's so obvious to him? You know, he's not bullshitting when he espouses this stuff. You could see him exude this type of attitude. And he calls it as something very simple and ordinary, something that's there already, something that points to what we already are. But I think most of us would agree that we don't normally experience things that way. And so for us, it requires training, a reconditioning of our minds, of our ordinary way of thinking. And that can be hard. That is not simple. That is not so ordinary and immediately available. If only I can get a better taste of it. My mind is racing forward to make my flight back home, finally. Return home. Although I know metaphorically my home is here, now.